Hi, morning. I decided to do a little video, even though as usual the garden is not anywhere near perfection, but because it's so colourful looking just now, I thought it'd be a good time to do it. So you can just see that, well, just close your eyes to the weeds. A few butterflies out, nothing very exciting here. Don't know, can you see the cabbage white? Oh, and look, I've just seen flowers coming out on the myrtle. That's very nice to see. Must you have their smell? Yeah, quite a delicate scent. Okay, and I'll be talking about the value you can get out of a few packets of seeds. And oh, these are my particular favourite. Well, no, I love them all, but these Mesembryanthemums are absolutely gorgeous in the sun. The variety of colours that come out. Oops, sorry, I'm blocking the light there. That little orangey yellow one. And these are some little penstemon. They must be a small variety because they are small. And then this is the angel's wands, I think they're called, diorama. They're quite pretty. I'd like them to have more flowers. Maybe the location isn't good for them. So the pond is doing okay. There's lots of tadpoles in them, and they're developing as they go. I'm sure they're turning into small froggies and hopping off. I didn't realise there's a little paper cup that flew in to the pond, and they seem to like it in there. If I disturb it, they come shooting out. Okay, the pots, I'm really thrilled with. Pelargoniums, I got them from Lidl, and I think they're absolutely beautiful. This pink and white colour seems to be doing the best, and you could say it's because it's on the sunny side. Well, that's probably the case. And here's some over the far side. They're a lovely colour as well. Sort of a deep peachy salmon colour. And oh, this rose bush was absolutely stunning last month, but there's some nice ones here. Beautiful goldy colour. And these, I know I'm ashamed of myself that I didn't do deadheading before I started this, but I'm in a rush. So where will I go now? This one came on from Siege, even though all the ones that were sort of doing well last year, they died in the frost, so that's nice. And okay, we go over here now. See, is there anything to say about the rockery? Not a lot. Everything is really suffering from the... Oh God, collect my thoughts. Everything is suffering from no rain. Some nice penstemons that keep going. And I did a huge clear out on the bamboos. You can see they're all chopped, but I stopped in the end because it turned out that there were frogs taking their refuge in there, so I felt sorry. I thought I'd better leave them a little bit of protection. I bought a few of these alströmerias in Lidl. They should come back every year. I just hope you can see this. Here's another Mesembryanthemum. Well, there's two there in white and yellow. And look, this is really sad. A little bit of a plant that got dug up by mistake, and that was probably a couple of days ago, and here it is still producing a flower, isn't it? Amazing. Okay, these are zinnias that you buy in a packet, and I just love them. They used to be my outright favourite, but they didn't germinate well at all this year. It was very disappointing. I only got about, say, 20 seeds altogether out of 2 packs. And just look at these. These are going to be figuring all over the garden now. I've planted them in clumps, also from a packet of seeds. They're called mallow or malva. Very well worthwhile if you have plenty of space. And the other packet of seeds I bought was these Californian poppies, or Escalcia. They've a beautiful selection of colours. I don't know, can you see the little mauve ones tucked in among all the gorgeous oranges and yellows? Lupins just finishing up. They need to be dead-headed. Here's some more of those zinnias. Absolutely stunning. And they have small versions as well, little mini ones, but they didn't come out at all. Oh gee, thanks very much. The drill going in the background. That's not going to help. Shut up. Okay. I love these daylilies. I have lots of different colours of them. They live up to that. Oh, maybe I'll stop. No, I'll just shut up. Yeah. They live up to the name. Each flower only lasts for about a day. There's a lovely dark red one. Where is it in the shots? And these beautiful roses. I'm laughing at the noise in the background. Oh, I'm thrilled with this one that is doing very well. It might be too dark coloured to see it at all. It's, I think it's called chocolate cosmos. Let's see, does it have a chocolate smell or is it just the colour? No, I don't smell anything. But, and wait till we see where I'll go now. Anything interesting around here? The garden is very unmanicured. I just haven't had time. Well, I'm really making excuses for that because I chose to sit in the sun a lot of the time where I could have been reading. Gosh, this is definitely a job for a bit of deadheading. I often ask myself how I managed to keep the garden so well maintained when I was working full time, and now I'm not working full time, not working at all, well, not working outside the home, and I can't keep it under control. This was a packet of little anthuriums or snapdragons, and I wasn't expecting them to come out so quickly, but they're sweet little ones. And again, this was a packet of, don't be standing in the, making a shadow, what are they called? Sweet William. They come out in beautiful colours as well. Those colours there aren't the most beautiful, but what? There are dark purples as well. And these are Cosmos, and they are great value for 1 packet of seeds. They come out in lovely purple, pink, white, and they last for ages. This is little, my head keep getting in the way. This little climbing plant, the leaf looks a bit like a nasturtium. I can't remember what it's called. And the really awful place, I'll fly in quickly because I just wanted to show you the Romney, which is in a really bad place, and it's quite an exotic plant, but it's up there flowering beautifully. This is a wilderness excuse me, elderberry tree there coming on well, which I'm happy about. And the apple tree is doing quite well. Seems to be lots of apples on the 2 trees, which is great because I didn't have any last year. And there's a grapevine which rampages around. You can see the leaves. If I wanted to do stuff vine leaves, I'd have plenty, but I'm not so sure about actual grapes. More shots of the Romney. One of these days, this is all going to be put in place. Yeah, that's my resolution. But not just yet, with the sun shining. This is a disgusting looking heap of things that have been dumped since my friend and I chopped down trees, a few branches and things, and I have lovely loganberries in there, but I can't get near them. Pity. And the chopping involved also clearing off the pergola, which I had bought the paint for and didn't get around to that yet. Definitely could do with a lick of paint before the roses get twined up again. This is the dark side of the garden. Here's a nice astilbe. I like that a lot. So I really need to get out and give this side a good dose. The maple is doing well, one of them. Very tall roses. It's nice to see the colour showing up well on this, because when I take a photo of them, they don't show up at all. I wish I had more ferns. They're so natural looking. That's very natural looking, because like everything in the garden, it has a little family of convolvulus making itself at home around it. Oh dear me, now I am mortified about the edges not trimmed and the grass not cut, but actually the grass isn't really growing at all. Lots of weeds. Oh, I'll go over and see, can I see this plant that's growing in the grass? People are talking about it as a healing plant. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it here. The botanical name for it is Prunella vulgaris, and common name is self-heal, and there's other names for it too. Can you see a tiny little purple flower? So it's supposed to be a great healing herb. Some nice lilies and phlox, they're coming on really well. They like a lot of water, which they're not getting just now. More of the daylilies. Just look at the cosmos, aren't they stunning? Beautiful. And a big clump of phlox. More daylilies. The plan for this morning was to water and weed, and I haven't got around to any of that yet. I don't know, did this tree show up in the last video I did? It's just amazing, a big splash of colour, and especially against the blue sky, it looks beautiful. A couple of lovely roses. They go in flushes, and I think there's going to be more coming out very soon. And I'm really delighted with this, what the hell is it called? Agapanthus. I don't think it had any flowers on it last year, and now it's just going to burst into beautiful pale mauvey white colours in a week or so. And more of the Californian poppies in very pretty colours. So these bags are an attempt to keep the birds off the figs. So I actually get a few if they ever ripen up. Well, I'm sure they will. They should in this heat. And I'm just going to finish up with, talking about this one, which is a typically Mediterranean plant. And it always looks on the verge of bursting into flower, but I think it actually might this year. So please goodness it does. Okay, so that little ramble round the garden with me stuttering and stammering because I don't work out what I'm going to say in advance. Oh, maybe show the water lilies. Oh, actually there aren't too many of them. Well, that's because they were only started last year and I got the pond relined. And the water is very murky because I have a problem, because when I put on the pump there's a leak up in a little stream feature up there, and it's a toss up between losing the water and trying to get the water clarified, so I just haven't switching it on. Okay, if you were watching, thank you for watching. And please God, this gorgeous weather keeps going for ages with a nice few downpours at night.